5v5, Warren and Hearn are now best of friends. Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to On Me Edson. I hope you're well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, they're now bosom buddies. They're best of friends. Never a crossword said between the two. Now, a year ago, they could hardly stand each other. Now, it's almost got to the point where they're kind of always supporting each other, backing each other up. Now, this has happened because of Saudi Arabia, of course. They got involved with Turkey al-Sheikh, and it's almost like they've been told to get on. But there's something about getting on, right? And also there's something about just kind of just going over the top. And I see this more from Eddie Hearn than I see it from Frank Warren. Frank Warren just seems to still be doing the same old thing, saying the same old thing. But as soon as there's, let's say, a criticism of Tyson Fury, and then, you know, they're asking Frank Warren something about Tyson Fury, or what the media said, let's say like TalkSport, for example, or some journalists, it's almost like Eddie Hearn is kind of, he's supporting Frank Warren, he's supporting Tyson Fury, he's kind of siding with them. And that's not what it used to be about. It used to be a lot more, well, yeah, he deserved that, or he didn't, you know, he was wrong there. There's always a counter argument. And they kind of always butt in heads, not only in terms of the boxing events or their fighters, but also what they would say to the media. And they've both really started to engage with the media, especially online media, YouTube channels, over the last, let's say, year and a half, 2 years. They've really doubled down on that. So now they've gone into the Saudi Arabia boxing cards together, and it's almost like it's a bit uncomfortable that they're so friendly. You know, in anything that was ever said against, say, Tyson Fury or Frank Warren by TalkSport, for example, Eddie Hearn would kind of, you know, be in there sticking his oar in as well, sticking the knife in, just a little twister here and there as well, just to zhuzh it up a little bit, as it were. whereas now it's almost like, no, you can't say that against Frank Warren, you can't say that against Tyson Fury or whatever. There is this rivalry here. There is this thing where they're actually going up against each other, the 5v5, which is a great idea from the Saudis, Turkey al-Sheikh. It's great. He just suddenly announced it at a press conference for the Joshua and Ngannou fight, I think it was. And all of a sudden, everyone's going, what? We have to do this? All right, let's do it. Now there's even talk of, let's say, Europe against United States, or it could be Warren against Bob Arum, or it could be Eddie Hearn against Oscar De La Hoya. You know, it could be we're going to have these kinds of fight cards more often. And it will be quite interesting to see what happens. There's lots of talk of the Saudis coming up with lots of different ideas, you know, in different tournament style boxing as well. So look, this is great. It's going to be really interesting. But fundamentally, what we want the biggest names in boxing getting into a ring with each other and fighting, and let's see what happens. That's what we really want. Now, what does this mean for the future of boxing in terms of world titles, belts, commissions, governing bodies, sanctioning bodies? I mean, who knows? That could all start twisting one way or another. We really don't know right now. But in terms of just the promoters, how they seem to be getting along now, well, we know they're getting along because, hey, they don't want to bite the hand that feeds you. They don't want to ruin this cash cow that is the Saudi Arabia. Look, they are using the Saudis, just as Saudis are using the boxing as a sport, and they're using the promoters as an avenue to get these boxing events made, because they want eyes on Saudi Arabia in a positive way. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what they're there to do. But be under no illusion, the promoters are using Saudi Arabia as well, because, hey, listen, they're getting all this money as well. It's a business at the end of the day. The one concession that they have to make is that they have to get along. Now, there's a difference between getting along and also being best friends, or trying to pretend you're best friends. It just doesn't quite work. And I would like to see a bit more aggro between the two. I would like to see a bit more animosity, you know, with the understanding, so, you know, we're not going to take it too far. But at the same time, to say, hold on a minute, what you've said there is wrong. And you can have an independent opinion that can be contrary to what the other guy is saying. Now, it's up to the other guy how they take it, right? It really depends. As long as it's not personal and it's business and it's about boxing opinion, then fine. Somebody's entitled to having a negative opinion about you or about your boxer, for example. Well, then you can challenge them on that. But just because you're in bed with the same Saudi cash cow, as it were, it doesn't mean that you all have to start singing off the same hymn sheet. And this is kind of what happened now, especially from Eddie Hearn. I get the vibe that he's just whatever. He's almost like he's done a 180 now in what he used to say. Now he seems to be doing it. Oh, it's a bit sickening, really. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I know exactly why they're doing it, and it's great that they're coming together, and it's great that it's more amicable. I get that, and I'm not critical of that at all. And it's great they got him with the Saudi, money and Turkey al-Sheikh. I think it's a good thing for boxing because we're getting to see the fights we never would have seen. It's almost a little bit too cheesy now. It's got a little bit cheesy. And Eddie Hearn's always been a bit cheesy, let's face it. But he's got a very cheesy now. More so on Eddie's part than on Frank Warren's part, I would say. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for all future videos. And I will catch you again on another video coming very soon. Bye now.